All right, it's part two. Yeah, man, Keanu Reeves made a lot of money. So individually, what the contracts his Zane's actors are signing are the biggest consistent movie contracts ever made in movie history. As in Hollywood, and there's no contracts have been signed like that before in Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? Huh? As in Hollywood, how it works is you only have two people make a lot of money, and everyone else gets their shittier money. Chris Hemsworth made 20 million for Thor: Love and Thunder. I heard Natalie Portman made like 7, 8, because they have bounce obviously, and then like that other lady, the black chick, whatever, she probably only made like 1,500,000, 2 million. You have that bounce, and the other guys probably got their shitty 700, $500,000. Yeah, that's how it works in Hollywood. Hollywood does not have the kind of budgets I have. You see what I'm saying? Individually, there've been bigger contracts signed, obviously. As Keanu Reeves signed $2 million contract for The Matrix, that's very, very rare. You know what I'm saying? Whereas most A-list actors in Hollywood make their 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 17, $20 million they make. Jason Momoa made $15 million for Aquaman. So he signed a fat contract for Aquaman. And he's probably making maybe closer to 20 million for Aquaman too. He's a smaller A-lister. So there's exceptions even when small A-listers can strike it rich. They can make even 20 million. There's exceptions obviously. But even Jason Momoa's contract is not as big as but the Great Escape actors are the Great Escape actors, and the Hidden Valley movie actors and the Western Gangsters are gonna sign like the biggest movie contracts ever. Keanu Reeves is gonna sign one of the biggest movie contracts ever. Scarlett Johansson and all of them are gonna sign one of the biggest movie contracts ever, man. Bigger, much bigger than how much all these Hollywood actors make. Robert Downey Jr. I heard he made $100 million for Avengers Endgame and Infinity War. But that contract is not as big as Keanu Reeves' contract. As Keanu Reeves is going to make his $160+ million for my Great Escape movie. It's bigger than even Robert Downey Jr.'s contract. I heard Chris Hemsworth made like 90 million or something like that for Avengers, for the Avengers movies. He made like 15 million salary and he got like $76 for the royalties. So he signed a massive deal for that Avengers movie, I heard. But even then it's not as big as Keanu Reeves' contract. You see what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves is signing a massive contract, man, for my movie, man. Like a $160 million contract he's signing. 0.3% of the profits, $59.5 million in salary, royalties, and bonuses. Yeah, man. And the actors, and don't forget, they also get their $2,000. I'm fucking spoiling them. They also get their $2,000 gift card, those actors. Holy shit, Ivan, it's a deal. You're gonna see Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, Ivan, it's a deal. You're gonna agree to my deal, right? You're gonna see their agents on the phone, obviously, right? Hey, Ivan, what about what about the royalties, the film profit royalties? I'm saying, are you gonna give Ben Affleck a piece of royalties? I'm saying they have a lot of value. They're your stars. Like, yeah, I'll give Ben Affleck 0.1%. Oh, thank you, Ivan. You're so generous. You're gonna see the agents. Yeah, thank you, Ivan. You're so generous. You're gonna see Ben Affleck. Ivan, thank you, man. You're generous, man. We're not even worth your fucking royalties. Yeah, they're not worth my royalties, obviously. But I'm nice enough to give them a piece of the pie. That way, I keep them happy and they work even harder for me. If you want Ben Affleck to completely destroy the role of the boss, you know what I'm saying? You completely destroy. If you want Keanu Reeves to destroy the role, if you want Scarlett Johansson to destroy the role, Javier Bardem to destroy the role, John Sazenton to destroy the role, you pay them a lot of money. That way they work harder for you. Money talks, man. The more you pay them, the harder they'll work. Even though acting movies blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting your nice millions every week, it's motivation for you to work hard. Plus, acting in Ivan movies is fun. And the Great Escape movie, you're only looking at like 3.5, 4 months of filming. It's slack work, man. Whereas Xanus is blood, sweat, and tears. The Great Escape is filming even for 4 months is blood, sweat, and tears. But 4 months is not as bad as 9 months of filming, man. You're looking at like 9 months, perhaps even 10 months. I might extend it to 10 months, perhaps. I'm gonna talk to Peter Jackson. Peter, is 9 months long enough to film the 3 volumes? Or like, I can give you more time. We can film for 10 months if you want, instead of 9. That way, I take the stress off you. Because I'm going to put a deadline on the end date of filming. That way, you keep everyone in check. That way, everyone works. Because the actors are going to be working 7 days a week during the 9 months. For all my movies, the actors don't get breaks. No, I pay you millions. You have to work hard. You're going to be working 7 days a week, the actors. Blood, sweat, and tears. Hence why you pay them the millions. That way, they work hard for you. Because if they're getting that nice, fat, bi-weekly check, they're going to work hard. They're getting that nice bi-weekly check, and they know they're going to get the bigger acers know they're going to get their bonuses. after filming's complete, they're gonna work harder for you. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. The bigger ones know they're gonna get their bonuses after filming. They know they're gonna get a piece of the profits. They're gonna work hard. Small agents are gonna get a piece of profits. They're gonna work hard for you because they know they're gonna strike it rich. If you thought Peter Jackson worked hard for Lord of the Rings, remember how you saw him in the documentary? He was working hard. You know what I'm saying? He was going over his script with the Philip woman and the Fran woman because they're the co-writers, obviously. You saw him behind the scenes directing all the actors, and you know what I'm saying? He worked hard. You can only imagine how much harder he's going to work for my movie. But because Peter Jackson's a little older, you might see him struggling a little. He might be a little bit fatigued because he's not as young as he used to be. He's like they're almost 30 years older than what he was. Peter Jackson will be like, I don't know, when I hire Peter Jackson, he'll be what? Peter Jackson's like 60 now. When I hire him, he'll be what? When I hire him, he'll be like 65 years old. 65, he's still young. He's still pretty young. But he's not as young as he was in Lord of the Rings. Obviously. But you're going to see him working harder in my movie than he even did in Lord of the Rings. Because I paid him more money, man. Money talks. You offer Peter Jackson a $107 million salary in bonuses and salaries, obviously, and you give him 0.6% of the profits. He's making this $200+ million. He'll work hard, man. Because he knows he's going to strike it rich. He'll work really, really hard, man. When I mean hard, he's going to work really, really hard. Blood, sweat, and tears hard. Guillermo del Toro will work his ass off, too. Because he knows he's going to strike it rich. Yeah, I'm going to make my nice $1.65 million off Ivan's movie. That's a nice paycheck for assistant director. And I'll make my nice like $5 million in royalties, $6 million in royalties, $3 million in royalties. That's a nice payday for assistant director. Guillermo del Toro will work hard. He'll work his ass off. He'll work his ass off. Okay? All right, that's a deal. That's a good deal. As no assistant directors will never pay me. Ivan, you're generous. I'm saying no assistant director will ever make this kind of money in Hollywood. Yeah, in Hollywood, assistant directors get a couple $100,000, and I'm paying Guillermo del Toro millions. He's gonna make what, I don't know, $6.5 million for my movie, with his salary, bonuses, and the royalties. Yeah, man, it's a nice paycheck for an assistant director. You see what I'm saying? Huh? Hans Zimmer worked hard for me because he's making his nice, I don't know, $3 million. I'll pay him $3 million, and he knows he's gonna make a nice like $5 million in royalties. Hans Zimmer, which is a nice paycheck. That's more than how much he makes in Hollywood. I heard Hans Zimmer, his asking price is like $2 million per score around there because he's big. Yeah, and I'm paying him $3 million for my movie. More money than even Hollywood pays him. I'm giving him 0.01% of the profits. Right? Yeah. All my composers, for my movies, I'll give them a piece of the profits. Because if someone composes your soundtrack, they deserve a piece. They deserve a piece of the profits. You should give them a piece of the profits for your movie, considering they composed your soundtrack, obviously. And they deserve their royalty checks because they compose your soundtrack. Hans Zimmer will get his $250,000 royalty check for the Great Escape releases and the Zane's releases. But I'm only gonna hire him for Zane's and the Great Escape, and that's it. After that, he's done. I'm not hiring him for their unique. He's not good for their unique. For their unique, I will hire probably the composer who did Twilight, and hire that composer to do their unique. Twilight the first one, I like Twilight I only like Twilight the first one, the third one. The third one was pretty good. Eclipse I liked quite a bit. Whereas New Moon and Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2 I didn't like that much. Whereas Twilight 1 was a masterpiece. I love that movie. I remember when I bought it, man, back in 2009. This is when I just finished high school, obviously. I bought Twilight. I used to watch it like every day in my room for like a month, 2 months, man. I binged the shit out of it. And I saw New Moon on theaters too. But I didn't see the other ones on theaters. I just saw them at home on my TV. Yeah. Yeah, man. A couple people blow out of the water, guys. You're looking at a high-tech studio office. VJ knows what I'm talking about. All you actors, all you Zane's actors, you know what I'm talking about. You can see, yeah, we can see. Yeah, you can see. You know how top-notch of a studio office I'm going to own. A nice special effects unit building. Nice concert art room. I'm gonna have my nice small room where the doc team will edit the doc, and I'm also gonna have an office for the web designer, and the 2 graphic designers to edit all the pictures and code the website. You're gonna see the graphic designers discussing. You're gonna see the graphic designers editing the pictures for the posters, the 4K Blu-ray case covers. They edit these. They edit these beautiful covers. Yeah, man, for my movie. Yeah, man. I mean, top notch. The ad shoot pictures, the first and second year. The graphics don't have to edit all that. Yeah, you have to edit the pictures, obviously. I don't pay you for nothing. I don't pay you. I'm not gonna pay you what? I'm not gonna pay the photographers $380,000 for nothing. I'm gonna put you to work. I'm not gonna pay the web designer what $325 whatever it is for nothing. I'm not gonna pay the what the graphic designer $325 for nothing. I'm gonna put you to work. And see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why my company will blow high well. I'm not going to talk about the exam topic. If you guys want to hear more about that topic, you can go back and watch my recent video. Now's a sick video, yes. Before I talk about Peter Jackson and my Zanus project, because I want to go back to talking about Zanus. Yeah, man, I'm going to tell all the actors for The Great Escape and Zanus, keep your lips sealed. John Boyega, you know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle, Idris Elba, Andy Serkis, keep your lips sealed. Ariana Grande, keep your lips sealed. Do not tell any of the minor actors how much I'm paying you. They could get pissed off too. You also have the minor actors. Hey guys, do not tell the minor actors how much I'm paying you, because I'm paying you way more than how much I'm paying the minor actors. As the minor actors are only going to make a couple $100,000 for my movie, which is a nice paycheck, a rich paycheck for a minor role. But like they're not making the kind of money that the major stars are making. See what I'm saying? Do not tell the minor actors how much money I'm paying you. They could get pissed off, and don't tell the crewmen how much I'm paying you. They can get pissed off. See what I'm saying? Especially Peter Jackson. Peter, you signed this massive contract. You're happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take you out to a nice dinner. You got to party at my condo. Do not tell the 7 team or any of the actors how much I'm paying you. As Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni can even get jealous. Because I'm giving Peter like more than half of the pie, man. 0.6% of the pie I'm giving Peter Jackson. It's nice. That's like $200 plus million in $220 plus million in royalties. You see what I'm saying? He's making his $300 plus million, Peter Jackson. 320, 330, 340 million dollars. Hence why I went to Peter Jackson. Peter, you know what I'm saying? You sign this massive contract, you're happy, you're gonna see that smile on his face. It's a deal, Ivan. But there's a high chance Peter Jackson might get greedy. He might try and get 1%. I'm like, Peter, you're being greedy. I'm not gonna give you 1%. That's crazy. I need to create room to pay my 7 team 0.6%. So it's a deal, Ivan. That's enough. Yeah. 0.6. He knows I'm gonna generate tens of billions off my movie. Yeah, I think 0.6% is a good deal, Ivan. he shakes Ivan. It's a deal. His agent agrees. Ivan, that's a good deal. Yeah, that's like $300 plus million for you're gonna make, Peter. That's a lot of money for Peter Jackson. See what I'm saying? He's gonna make a lot of money, Peter Jackson. That's why I'm gonna look, man. Do not tell the actors or 17 or crewmen how much I pay you. But I told you, because the crewmen and actors in 17 saw my videos, they know I'm going to pay Peter Jackson more than them, obviously. They know, they're not stupid. But I don't. If Peter goes around telling them I'm making $300 million, I got 0.6%, and Ivan's paying $170, people can get jealous and envious. You know what I'm saying? Some of the crewmen might be like, hey, man, did you hear the rumor, man? Did you hear how much Ivan's paying? Some of the actors, hey man, did you hear how much Ivan's paying Peter Jackson? Ivan's paying Peter Jackson $107 million, way more than how much we're making, obviously, and what. The amount of money I'm paying Peter Jackson for his salary and his bonuses is more than the entire salary budget for the actors for my movie. Peter Jackson's making way more than the actors, and I'm giving him 0.6% of the profits, whereas the actors are only making their 0.01%. They're only making a couple $1 million, the actors. Still a lot of money, obviously. They're going to make their nice 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 million in profits. Nice deal, obviously, with their rich salary. But it's nothing compared to Peter Jackson's contract. As Peter Jackson's making like $220 plus million in royalties. $230 million in royalties with his 100, excluding his $107 million salary and bonuses. Yeah, man. He's making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Peter Jackson's making a lot of money, man. A lot of money. You see what I'm saying? That's why all the actors, even directors, even guys like Christopher Nolan are going to want to work for my movie. because they want it. They know my company. Ivan would pays me way more money. Yeah. If I could have Christopher Nolan direct the Great Escape movie, but he's more expensive. You see what I'm saying? Huh? But I'll make my money back. I can pay Christopher Nolan 40 million salary and bonuses. Obviously, I can give him 0.1, 0.2% of the profits. That's a good deal for him. 0.1% you can give him pieces of profits around there. 0.2%. But I'm not going to hire Christopher Nolan because I won't afford to hire Christopher Nolan for The Great Escape because he's too expensive. And I need to create room to pay Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni their royalties. And so I'll hire a cheaper director for The Great Escape. Christopher Nolan's too expensive. You're making money. Yeah, I'll make money back, but I prefer to hire a cheaper director. I don't feel like taking $40 million of my own money and paying Christopher Nolan his salary and bonuses and what. And giving him if I give him 0.2%, it's going to affect my 1% because I'm already paying Ben Affleck and Scarlett Johansson 0.1% and Keanu Reeves 0.3%. You see what I'm saying? Or to create room, I can give Keanu Reeves 0.2 and give Christopher Nolan 0.1. I would have enough room if I did that. If I were to hire Christopher Nolan, I'll give Keanu Reeves 0.2 instead of 0.3, and then give Christopher Nolan 0.1. But I'm not hiring Christopher Nolan. I'm going to hire either the John Wick director or the Casino Royale director. They're cheaper. Those guys are glad to do a movie for me for $13 million. They're cheaper directors. And 0.01%, they were glad to do a movie for me. Those guys. Whereas Christopher Nolan is going to ask for like 0.1% of the profits. And he's going to demand like a rich like $35 plus million dollar salary. He's glad to do a movie for me for even $20 million. $25 million, but his agent will probably ask for 35 plus million for Christopher Nolan, and like 0.1% of the profits, which I can't afford. That's why I'm not hiring him. Obviously, sorry, Christopher Nolan, I am not hiring you for the Great Escape movie. You know what I'm saying? He would love to work for me, obviously, but I'm not hiring him for the Great Escape movie. Yeah. Okay, enough of me sidetrack. I'm gonna talk about Zane's here. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna talk about my Zane's movie. Because I guarantee Peter Jackson and Gibson are so excited. Holy shit, Ivan! You know what I'm saying? Ivan, you're really gonna turn your book into a movie, oh, Ivan? Yes, I am. I'm gonna turn my masterpiece into a movie. And I'm gonna put $980 million towards my movie. That's why you're looking at something unheard of my budget, man. $1 billion budget movie. $980 million towards my movie. That's more than enough money. I'm not putting any more than that. That's enough. We'll make our money back tenfold, tens of folds. We'll make our money back. Yeah. So for my last Representatives movie project, I'm gonna hire either Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson to compete for the job. I am tempted to choose Peter Jackson, but I don't want to do Mel Gibson like that, man. Because there's nothing worse than me choosing Peter Jackson. And I know I hire him, and then and my gut tells me, man, I should have hired Mel Gibson instead. You know what I'm saying? That's why to play it safe, I'm gonna test both their creativity, put them on the spot. Okay, you guys. You guys. You read my book? Yeah, I read your book. Okay, you read my book. Okay, what are you thinking of, Peter? When you read my book, what are you thinking of for the North being holy? What are you thinking of for the blood? Like, I don't know. I'm thinking something like the Pelennor battle in Return of the King, a valley like that. And I'm thinking something like the marshes in Lord of the Rings when Frodo were in the marsh. I'm thinking something like that, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He's creative. You know what I'm saying? What are you thinking of the South being cursed? I don't know. I'm thinking something like, I don't know, like Passion of Christ. You got this bluish, grayish sky. The atmosphere is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. What are you thinking of Eretad Del Volcan? I don't know. I'm thinking something like a wolf with like human appearances. Okay, Peter, do you see Eretad as a wolf on four legs? Do you see him looking like a werewolf? Like Underworld, or do you see him looking like a wolf with human features like the orcs in Lord of the Rings? I'm thinking something like the orcs in Lord of the Rings, but he's a demon wolf. Okay, do you see Eretad as a PG-13 full-on CG wolf, or do you see him as a rated R wolf looking natural as a devil himself? I see Eretad as a devil wolf, Ivan. I see him as a walking devil. You know what I'm saying? You know, okay. What are you thinking of for Zanes? I don't know. I'm thinking something like Rivendell, a beautiful land with a beautiful advanced movie with a wall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, okay, Peter, thank you. And you send him back, and I called Mel Gibson and I asked Mel Gibson the questions. You know what I'm saying? I ask them both questions, and whoever comes with a better answer, that is the director who I'm hiring for my movie. See what I'm saying? And I won't make my choice right away. I'm gonna send them back home. I'm gonna have my secretaries call whoever's chosen. One of the agents will get the good news. The other one will get the bad news. So Peter Jackson's hired, he'll get the good news. Mel Gibson will get the bad news. If Mel Gibson's hired, Peter Jackson will get the bad news, and Peter Jackson will get the good, and Mel Gibson will get the good news. You see what I'm saying? And whoever's not chosen, they're obviously going to be sad, obviously, because they know they're not going to be saved. They're going to be left behind. They're not a part of my glory. They're not going to be a part of my glory. Because they're not going to be part of that amazing story. They're not going to experience my skyscraper company. They're not going to be saved. They're not going to experience the buzz with me. They're going to be a bit sad because they know they're going to go back to working in the hall, being left behind, being the side attention. It's a shitty feeling, obviously. That's why both those directors are going to want to get their hands on my story so bad when they read my book. Holy shit, I wrote a masterpiece. I want to get my hands on this. This is a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. It's a fucking masterpiece you wrote, Ivan. The north, the south, Eretet's the king of the south, Ephesus the king bad of the mountains, Tachys the prince of the north, Tachys the first the king of the north. The north is Tachys' territory, the human territory. The south is the animal territory, the animal kingdom. Eretet's the king of the south, Ephesus the king of the mountains. In the south. Yeah, man. The northerns, the southerns. The northerns don't like the southerns don't like the northerns. Look at an amazing story. Eli, leader of Sapphius, I'm saying. Eretet, the king of Barak. Before the prince of Barak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's an amazing story. Yeah, man. An amazing story. So let's say if I choose Peter Jackson, obviously, his agent gets the good news. Peter Jackson's joining for joy. He tells his family, hey, I got the job. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, Peter, you got the job. Yeah, I got the job. You know what I'm saying? They're all joining for joy. Oh my God, Peter. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. You know what I'm saying? He's joining for joy. You know what I'm saying? I fly into my office. Okay, Peter, you're excited. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk business. Okay, Peter, I'm going to pay you a rich 10 million signing bonus for 3 years of Peter. That's a good deal. You'll help me make the call, the main like 6-7 business calls. Take your notes, help me co-write the script, obviously, and do the concept arts, and consult with the 7 team and help me sign the contracts for the crewmen in the first year. You can help me sign Weta Workshop. I'm going to find Weta Workshop the first year. Fly in a good like 70 guys for Weta Workshop to work on the armor and weapons. I'll fly in. I might fly in the costume designers the first year too, because I might have the costume designers work on the costumes the second year, because they're going to be creating a lot of costumes. Because I want them also custom making costumes for the hundreds of costumes, thousands of costumes for the extras too, and the rest. Once they reach the limit, I'll rent the rest or buy from a top notch company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'll fly in the people overseeing the extras the first year. You have to fly those guys in first, because they have to do the science the second year in Switzerland. You have to do all that in advance. You have to plan everything with the extras in advance, obviously. That way you're organized. Fly in the people overseeing the extra casting people the first year. You fly in Weta Workshop, and I'll fly in the costume designers. The 25, I don't know, 25, I'll hire a good 30 costume designers. That's enough. 30 costume designers, they're going to make thousands of clothing for the actors and the actresses. 30 costume designers is enough. You can have 30 or 40 if you want. 40, you can even have 40 if you want. The more you hire, the quicker you'll get done. Hire 30 to 40 costume designers. And you fly in a good like 40 team. For extras, for the extra team, you only need a good 40 people to handle. 40 people is more than enough to handle 60,000 extras. 30,000, 40,000 extras, more than enough people. Hire 40 people to oversee the thousands of extras, tens of thousands of extras. And I'll fly in the trainer and the nutritionist the first year too, and the head chefs. The head chefs, and photographers and all of them. I'll sign those guys like when I start work. So that I'll sign those guys like in the beginning of the first year. When I start work, you sign all those guys, obviously, and I'm gonna sign the trainer, nutritionist. Obviously, you have to sign those guys in. You have to sign those guys the first year, and I'll sign the some of the crewmen the first year. Weather Workshop I can sign. Obviously, I can sign all those guys. Obviously, and I can sign all the people who've seen the action. That's it for the first year. Peter Jackson will help me sign all those guys. The first year. Okay, Peter, pay all the guys their nice $150,000 salary. That way they work hard for you and they work hard for me and VJ, obviously. Ivan, $150,000 is a nice paycheck. That's a nice paycheck for a crewman, man. That's how much my Lord of the Rings actors. That's how much my cast got for Lord of the Rings. Like, so Orlando Bloom got his $175,000. Ivan, you're paying the crewman even more than how much Orlando Bloom made. Yeah, for his salary. Yeah, Orlando Bloom, I heard, only made $175,000 for Lord of the Rings. He got his shitty money. Yeah, and I'm paying the supervisors more than how much he made, but he got his 1 bonus. So he made more than the crewman's, obviously, but for his salary, his initial salary, he only made like $107,000. Well, he got shitty money and he worked his ass off, and I'm paying the crewman $150K, and I'm paying the cinematographers are like $70,000. How much Orlando Bloom made? You know what I'm saying? I'm paying the supervisors $200,000. Most supervisors will pay $200,000. Because you got to watch for your budget. I'll pay them a bit more than the other guys. Pay most of the supervisors a nice $200,000 salary. That's a nice paycheck for them. And you can pay some of the supervisors $250,000, $270,000 to keep them happy. I can pay the supervisor for Weather Workshop his nice $70,000 salary. Nice paycheck for him. He's walking with $100,000+ in his bank. That way he works hard for you. You got a nice paycheck and you can live a good life. After the film is completed, you can live a good life. You see what I'm saying? And you pay all the assistants a nice $150,000 salary. That way they work hard for you. And Peter Jackson will help me and VJ sign all those guys the first year. Obviously. So I want Peter Jackson helping me with the main 6-7 things. Okay, Peter, I want you helping me with the luxury. I want to after post-production's finished, I want to host a red carpet at the Bergensdorf Resort in Switzerland. Okay, what hotel are you thinking of? I'm thinking of the Bergensdorf Resort. I show Peter Jackson the pictures. This is the hotel I'm thinking of, Peter. Ivan, you're gonna do a red carpet in this hotel. This is a luxury hotel, Ivan. This is a nice hotel, Ivan. You know, and so yeah, I'm gonna rent this hotel for 2 days for the whole cast and crew. So Ivan, you're spoiling the shit out of the cast and crew. Ivan, you want to do I want to do a 2-day crazy party, inside and out, at the hotel. You know what I'm saying? All you can drink alcohol, DJs, everyone has a blast here. Look at I made a crazy party, man. 2-day luxury hotel party event, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna host a red carpet event. I'm only gonna have the red carpet be like 3.5 hours long, and the red carpet ends. Okay, I don't want the red carpet to be some crazy 8-hour red carpet event. No, 3 hours is good enough for the red carpet. And after 3 hours, the hotel party, the red carpet event ends. The fans have to leave, obviously, and everyone will get ready for the party. That starts at 7:00. Go back to your hotel room, change into your nice comfy clothes, and the big party starts at 7:00. You have DJs, and everyone's having a blast, and me and VJ are having a blast at the party, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be crazy. I want Peter to help me out with that. Okay, Peter, I want you to help me out. I'm gonna fly in the organizers and the managers and the owners of the hotel. I'm gonna tell them I want to host a red carpet event there. A big red carpet event, nice billboards, posters, backgrounds, everything, obviously. Just as professional as Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to hire. I want to have them hire a good 10 photographers to take pictures of my 3. Obviously, I'm going to have them rent professional cameras for the red carpet event. They'll be featured on my website. And then it's going to be trending with the fans, obviously, on Twitter. Obviously, and I want a 2-day luxury hotel party event. All you can drink alcohol, a buffet, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the 2 days. Hire DJs, hire security. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hire security for the party. Some people will try and sneak in. And that's why you need to hire security guards for the party, obviously. Yeah. And a security guard would gladly work for $1,500, $1,000 a day. A security guard would gladly work for 2 days. If they work for 2 days, they make $2,000. They can easily hire security guards. Okay, I'll pay you $2,000 to what? I'll pay you $2,000 to do security for the 2-day party. Yeah, that's a good deal. You make a nice $1,000 a day for yourself. It's a nice paycheck for the security guards. Yeah, they have to hire security, but that's all paid through the $10 million. Like, look, man, I'm not paying the security guards. I'm not paying for the red carpet. I'm not paying for the what? For the background and all stuff. I'm not paying for the billboards. No, man, I gave you $10 million. You're funding it through the $10 million. You're gonna pocket your millions, but you're gonna have to put some of that money towards the red carpet and the party. I gave you $10 million. I want you funding it through the $10 million. I gave you a good deal, and my deal is $10.1 million. I'll pay Virgin Rock Resort $10 million for the 2-day party event. That's a good deal for them, obviously, and I'll give them $100,000 in damages. Yeah, Ivan, I'll give you $100,000 in damages for the part. That's more than enough money. If a lot of glasses break, alcohol spills in the pool, all that stuff, I'm gonna give you $100,000 in damages, which will cover it off. Yeah, that's a good deal. Yeah, that's a good deal. So I want Peter Jackson to help me with that. I want him helping me with the IMAX cameras. At least the best 10 cameras, the best 10 film cameras in Hollywood. That's enough. And I'll update all the cameras with the focus and the sound, and I'll get the best equipment for the cameras. The best drones for the high shot footages. Remember in Lord of the Rings 2 Towers, how you got that beautiful high shot when Aragorn and them were chasing the orcs, when they're looking for Pippin in the beginning of the movie? You had that beautiful shot with the sunset. Yeah, if you want nice shots, then you need drones. If you want to have high shots. That's why I'll at least a good 3 of the best drones. When I mean best drones, I mean I'm gonna rent like top high end like $50,000, $80,000 drones for my movie, man. Like something the best drones in the business. I'm gonna rent. Okay, Peter, what is the best drone in business? Ivan, I'm not sure what the best drones is, but I'll ask the company. Okay, we want at least the best drones you have. What is the best drone you have? Oh, the best drone we have is this drone. How much is it? Oh, this drone is worth like $70,000. Okay, we want to rent it for a year. We want to rent it for a year and 9 months. How much? Okay, we'll rent 3. Okay, okay, we can give you a deal for one like $60,000 to rent the drones for the 2 years. That's a good deal. We can rent it for a good $60,000. Oh yeah, we can easily afford it. We rent it, easy afford it, and I'm gonna rent the best camera moving stands for the cameras too. The camera moving stands, the camera gliding stands. Peter Jackson, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, the stuff that holds the camera. Obviously, you need to buy that. Obviously, to move the cameras, to have the cameras glide. You need to buy all those equipment for the cameras. The best in the business we can buy. The best equipment for all the 10 cameras. For my movie, you see what I'm saying? Obviously. Yeah. And then Peter Jackson will help me with a CGI computer software technology. I'm going to put $400 million plus towards CGI technology for my movie. And it'll help me. I also want him to help me with the costumes, armor, and weapons. The machinery for the clothing, the machinery and tools for the costumes and weapons, as well as the machinery for the masks for the Demon Wolf characters for my movie. Help me with that, obviously. I want him to help me with what? The food and the kitchen equipment, and that's it. That's the only calls Peter Jackson will be helping me with. Let's try my count here.